So here's what I can maybe help with in terms of looking at this game and the end of stroke switches and taking the glass off and whatnot. The glass is off on my game already, but just to give you an idea of what you're looking to do here, inside there are these two little clips, spring things. You just lift them up and then you undo that little, there we go, undo that little hook which is holding the lock bar down up there. So you do that on both sides, then the lock bar will come off. Close the coin door, safety, and then you'll slide the glass out, support it with your hand on either side, set it on something soft vertically. There's mine. And then you can lift the Playfield. Grab it here, lift it up, slide it out a little bit. You'll feel it go over a little bump in the back, and then you'll be able to rest it on these rails here. You don't want to pull it so far out that this guy is sitting on this rail, and there are black nubs on here that you can rest it on. Yeah, it makes it just by that bracket. So if you want to pull it out as far as you can, that would be the way. If you're going to flip it up, you need to take the balls out. You can do that manually by pushing this plunger up, or you can do it through the utilities menu. There's the empty balls, I think, in there. Run the coil for the what is it? The trough, the eject, yeah, something like that. But when you do this, you want to put your finger down here to catch the balls as they get shot out. So I'm going to try to do that while I use this plunger. You just got to give it a little bit of a kick to shoot the balls out. And then you can take them out of the trough here, or the shooter lane. Put them somewhere nice and safe. And now you can lift the playfield all the way up. So to do that, you would want to use two hands, one on each of these brackets, and lift it straight up. Try not to hit the sides of the cabinet, and make sure it's pulled all the way forward on these rails. Don't pull it too far, but the playfield will slide forward until that vertical metal piece, those two pieces touch, and then you can tip it all the way back and just let it go very gently against the top there. And so your playfield's raised. You can do this without it being raised all the way, but just for explanation's sake. And then here are the end of stroke switches. You'll see it right there, those two copper tangs, and they're separated by a little bit. And when the flipper energizes all the way, those get closed. And mine is probably a little too close. It needs to be moved away just a little bit. So this one you could probably do with your fingers pretty easily. You want them to have a little bit of a gap starting, and then when this just about gets to the end, you want them touching. And you can use the switch test to get a full understanding of when they actually touch. Something like that, maybe a little more, but basically that's the idea. And you'll do that on both of them. One over there as well. Of course, this one does not have end of stroke switch, so it's just the two up there. Give it a shot. You probably want to do it with your game op if you haven't done this before. I don't think Spooky cuts out the high power, so just be wary of that.